coach that makes sure his players play tough. Let's see if the Blue Bloods can get a blue-collar work ethic and bring Penn State back to excellence. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. And we get a look at C.J. Carr. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And that's not a surprise who made that play. And this is just the opening drive, but we're going to hear his name a lot. He flies all over the field, shows up in the run, shows up in the pass. Big-time playmaking linebacker that every time you turn on the tape, you see him flying around.
Might as well run him again. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So Penn State's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And now let's focus in on Chase Sowell. Hit the portal, came over from Iowa State, coming off a game of nearly 100 yards and a couple of scores.
Well, one of the big wins for this football team and this fan base this offseason, David, was going to the portal and bringing this guy in to help the passing attack. They knew he was going to be able to stretch defenses and make explosive plays, catching the ball, and that's exactly what we've seen early this year. He has completely flipped the script. He's taken this offense to a different level. It'll be fun to watch what he does today.
And, man, how exciting is it now to have your playmaker? You worry about how a guy comes in sometimes as a transfer, how he meshes with his teammates. Coaches says it's been seamless. And everybody in practice has had their mouth open at the amount of plays that he can make. And you're seeing it translate to the field. Heck of a start for this young man.
Holds on, it's Sowell. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Quick give. It's Wallace. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
Breaks into the open. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Fires to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
And the Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Snags it. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Dropping back, it's Beck. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a third down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. The give is to Williams. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run him again. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Red pass, it's complete.
It's going to be fun to watch this receiving group, I think, for Notre Dame this season. I think one of the things Marcus Freeman's done a really good job of in recent years is go to the portal and bring difference makers at the receiver spot. It was Malachi Fields coming over for Virginia, the big, tall body making big plays downfield last year for the Irish. And this has always been a position, David, that we thought was always a little bit behind some of the elite competition in college football, but it feels like that's starting to change now.
And great house and phase on both backs, so obviously some experience there, but then bringing in some ultra-talented, highly recruited receivers from Ohio State. Those guys usually pan out pretty well. And to have that speed element, and a couple of guys that maybe clip now with this C.J. Carr offense, and the passing attack, which went from a liability a couple years ago to a strength.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. Trying to get the corner. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Carr above the noise. Looking for the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Drops back, it's Speck. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking for a crease to the left. He's past the sticks. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Rush is on. Unloads in the nick of time.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Third and long right here. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Out wide right, it's Peoples. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room, it's Wallace. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Peoples. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting the...
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. The Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Penn State.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Young. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Out wide right, it's Mobley.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Some misdirection with the counter. Nowhere to go.
The back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Just feeds the running back. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They want to run it left here. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now on 1st down from the 43. The run inside. It's Martin. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Offense gets set for second down. Hits the hole. It's Wallace. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes a catch. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Young. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, the best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Quarterback gets the first down and more. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
Well, Reese, the one guy's name you haven't called yet is this big fella tight end right here. He's one of the better ones that we see week in, week out. And finally in the second quarter, they get him a completion. This has to keep going now for the offense. You got to keep looking his way. He's too big of a weapon to ignore. If they're going to win this game, he needs more touches.
Takes a hit as he fires. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
C.J. Carr firing again. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Carr. Unleashes one. Can hold on in the face of the contact. They'll need a bunch on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Sets his feet, it's Carr. This time he's got his man. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Big fella moving. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air again, Carr. Looking to get it in. He stopped short of the goal line. Couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with Arizona State taking on the number 5 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Sun Devils with the lead right now in the first half in a battle of 1-0 teams.
Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And that's the start you absolutely took.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He'll pull it down and run. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Right side, it's Danzy. They make the tackle at the 22. Will give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down. From the gun, it's Coleman Williams. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Calls his own number. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Now here's Carr. He's got it. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Dropping back, it's Beck. Out wide, it's Alexander. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff, Peoples running left.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. Snapped on 4th down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Turning it on. Lowers those pads. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Here's Carr to throw. Working on the right. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Got the quick pass. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Quarterback keeper. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Right side, it's Alexander. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
About the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're all over it. Just got rid of that one.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the 4th quarter. final period to play. We'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Red Evan on the RPO. There he goes. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving up.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Offense just trying to get the ball to their receiver quickly out in space to the perimeter of the field, but how about the speed of the linebacker? Able to close and make that tackle. That's impressive.
Out wide right, it's Peoples. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Dropping back, it's Beck. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Needs it here on fourth down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to... The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Could not make his way to the corner. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Carr above the noise. Oh, pressure's coming. Wide open downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Gets the back moving. Now on the move. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Play fake. Carr unloads it left. He's got it. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. First down here for the offense. Hits inside, it's Williams. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They give it back to him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board. That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds us back in the middle.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
And it'll be up to the field goal kicker to turn this into a one-score game. And that is no good after the missed field goal, still down by 11. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running inside. It's Danzy. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Quick completion to the right. Makes a catch but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad, you beat a team that's ranked above you, now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.